Hey! I don't know why that didn't work. Ladies and gentlemen,
What is up? Another Tuesday.
we're here to blow shit up.
Here to blow stuff up.
That's right.
Yes.
Folks, welcome back to the Producer Lounge. This is our music production broadcast for you and only you. We're going to talk about music production and other random things in that universe. Folks, we are joined today by the lovely NotMeghan.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. Do you want to go ahead and plug your things real quick?
Yeah, so just at NotMeghan, MEGHAN.
Nice. On everything.
Yeah,
Perfect.
on everything.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Folks, we are 400 at everything. So just look up at 400. You can find Aznadel, CTYA, TPL, me,
Yep.
Janzen Rivv, also Recon Gear, also Worn In, and Von Klaus. The whole crew.
The whole crew.
It's a gamer tag, guys.
Yeah.
the clan tag.
Yeah. Is it 400 TPL on YouTube as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Go subscribe.
Go subscribe.
I mean, you're there probably.
hit the follow on everything. Guys, welcome back. It's episode 261.
Jeez.
Wow.
Ooh, we're getting up there.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it still
Big
feels
numbers.
like it's slow. Like, it still feels like it's not that much to me.
Yeah, right.
It's like
It's less than 262.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, we haven't hit 400 yet, so I don't know.
100. Excuse me. Well, welcome on the show. You've been producing for a little bit now, and I'm intrigued to like poke your brain about some things that you've been learning recently. If there's anything that's like sparked your creativity in the last couple months that you're like, oh, now I want to really get in the DAW and make some tunes or anything like that. That's really inspiring you right now, or even some new tracks that you've heard that have really inspired you to like get in the DAW. Is there anything super fun on your mind about that?
So, I mean, I feel like a little bit of ADD, like where it's like one day I'll have like one inspiration and then I forget about it. So I have to write things down.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But recently, I mean, I was just in Miami last week.
Shout out.
And I think, I mean, what I really miss is like, you know how everybody like hated tech house for a while? Mm-hmm. And you don't have to hate on tech house. It's like really good, you know?
Yeah, it's fine.
And-
it's not going to hurt you. It's
Right.
just a genre.
It's fun.
Exactly. It doesn't hurt anyone. Well, I mean, there's so much of Miami is like tech house, right? But there's like so many subgenres that like it get influenced by it. Like I'm not talking about like making like Marco Carolla like type music. I'm talking about like how like John Digweed will play something that you could call progressive house, but really there's a like tech house beat to it. And I feel like that's like what's missing from my library half the time, because I love progressive house and I love like Argentinian type progressive house, but it's like
Argentinian.
it doesn't really stand out. And so like somewhere between like progressive and like tech and like kind of like deep or minimal, I feel like that's what inspires me more.
Interesting.
And
Yeah.
every time I go to like a club where it's just the sound system is just like that perfect level of like hits the walls and there's nothing more and nothing less, that's what really, really sounds good and like gets you grooving. And so that's...
Well, it's really bouncy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so any sort of like groove like that is what keeps me like coming back to it. Otherwise, I just get so bored and I just close out of it within like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little bit. It can get monotonous making house music, for sure.
Yeah.
Caleb and I did that for a long time, and it was like, sometimes you're just like, man, I don't know how to do the same beat again.
Yeah, and how do you like distinguish yourself from anybody else? 'Cause
Right.
Everybody else is just
Yeah.
chasing whatever the sound of the moment is, but I feel like that kind of sounds like a little timeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, true.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing about house in general is it like will never go away. Like it'll surge in popularity and go away and come back and go away, but like it never dies. Like it's never going to go away.
It is
and-
also interesting, like, the audience almost doesn't want it to evolve, like, that much. You know, we don't
Yeah.
want it to get too, like, oh, here's a whole, like, new version. Like, that's always fun when that happens and when, like, artists take their own spin on it. But, like, at the end of the day, like, the core of it, everyone's just like, no, just give us the thing. Like,
Yeah.
we just want the thing. We just want to dance.
If
We
it's
just want
not
to
broken,
groove.
why fix it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. But I think it is still good to like push the envelope. But I think that's one of the best ways to do it is a per artist level where you take the inspirations that you enjoy and you put them into a pot and mix them together, and you're like, this is my interpretation of these things combined.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people, who are just like scared, and they're like, I'll just make another tech house like banger, just like the last one. And it's like, well, you need to like just be free to like explore around. Like there's plenty of room in there. Like the house genre is huge. Like you can go progressive, and you can go tacky, and you can go in between. And there's lots of room.
Right.
You just need to find like the elements that make you kind of like stand out, I guess, in a way.
Right.
Because most people just don't. Like, you can close your eyes and walk into a club and be like, oh, okay, like I could tell you maybe where this guy's from, you know, or what he looks like.
Is it Dom Dalla? It is Dom Dalla. No. Shout out. Well, what's up, Dom? Yeah, I remember when I was making house, I would go through big like months where I would just like, I wouldn't make like a bunch of songs. I would just work with like a kick drum, and then I would just make bass line after bass line after bass line. Like I wouldn't change the sound. I'm just writing. Like I'm just trying to find new kind of rhythms and beats within that to experiment with. And that usually was like the best way for me to move forward with like my sound in that area.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah, which was nice. Like I had a big, actually I think I still have the project, and it's like 2 hours long. Like if you were to hit, if you were to hit play, it's just
one
kick
bass
drum.
line,
Yeah, it's just
another bass
Really
line,
exciting set.
another bass line.
But it's just like every 16 bars, it's a new like relationship between the kick and the bass. I'm just trying like, but what if we put it on the offbeat of the 4, and like, let me just start to like fucking around and keep fucking around, and then you'll get little moments where you're like, I haven't heard that before, and that's kind of cool. I should turn that thing into a full-blown track. And that's exactly what it would do. But that was like the best I got at it.
Sure.
Because I always wanted to make drum and bass.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't good enough. I was just like, I can't. I'm just going to continue. And then, I ended up making a bunch of good house.
2 hours of it.
Yeah.
2 hours.
2 hours
That,
of it, yeah. One track.
That thing's not good. But
37
Release it.
VIPs.
it
of the same
led
track.
to lots of good house tracks.
Yeah.
That no one will ever hear.
Yeah, I remember seeing Cohen Sound does that as well, where like 4 years ago when I like first subbed to their Patreon or whatever, they opened up one of their project files, and it was just like an hour and a half long, and you could see like all these like divided sections where they were like, we tried this idea for the song, and then we tried this idea, and then we tried, and then eventually they were like, well, what if we took like this part of like the breakdown of this song and combined it with like the second drop of this song and whatever, and like almost did like a mutt version of just all of their sketches and whatever. And that's always stuck with me. Like, that's just a fun way to just like sketch and like don't worry about anything else for a while. Kind of just huck shit at the wall, see what happens.
Did they end up releasing a track out of it, or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I couldn't tell you which one it was, but I think like all of their projects are more or less kind of doing something like that these days, which is just, I don't know, that's fun. It's so easy to be like rigid, you know, and just here's my 3 minutes, and I'm only working in these 3 minutes.
I think one thing I struggle with, I don't know if you guys struggle with it too, is like you will be like, okay, that's enough for one day, and then you pick it up tomorrow, and you're like, oh, I hate this. Why did I do this? And then you go back to your like whatever it was 2 days ago. But it'd be nice to just like, you know, copy paste it and just make the long one, and then finally just play it all.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because then you're like, oh, well, maybe if I like some of the ideas from like this version of the project, now I have to like somehow copy it all over, and that's like a whole annoying process to the other project.
Yeah, I wonder how much time I waste. Like,
Oh man, I waste a lot of time.
Gladly.
But yeah, you
but is it
kind
a
of
waste?
right.
Yeah.
It's a part of the process. I mean, to some degree, I think there's people like everybody has a different kind of thing. Like I know lots of guys, when they don't know what to do, they'll make like snares, and they'll like make bass sounds and like reorganize stuff. And I'm like, I'll just step away. I'll just step away because like if I'm
bail, you're like, no, I'm good.
yeah, like I'm not really. I mean, occasionally I'll make like a sound design like day or whatever, but I'm not too intrigued to waste my ears. Like I don't want to have ear fatigue for nothing. Like I'd rather walk away and then randomly get inspired and be like, oh, now I'll go make a track, and I'm not like completely destroyed. But that's just me.
Sometimes like the best things come in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can fiddle with something for days and it's like nowhere.
Isn't it weird how that works?
Yeah.
Like being an artist is weird. I don't get
It's
it.
so weird.
It's just magic every time. Like something happens, you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, it's the
Appears
muse.
that's there. Yeah.
Just communing with the moon. Please give me something good. Nope, not today.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes the muse is just like, there you go. That's a fucking perfect song.
I know, and then
Right.
you have to question like, is this good? Why did it take no time at all?
I know.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
You're like,
Well,
it can't be
usually-
that good if it happened this quick.
Usually
Yeah.
it still needs like quite a bit of massaging still, and that's where I get my ass handed to me.
Yeah.
You know, I fall on my back on my ass after feeling so proud of my song.
Right.
I show it
Yeah.
to someone and they'll be like, "Snare sucks, man." Like what? And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I do need to
I should
switch
have used
that
a
snare.
clap.
But the idea is usually sick as fuck anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's got bones, it's usually worth it.
I mean, Caleb and I, we tend to take quite a while to find the cool thing in the song. Often
Yeah.
days
Yeah.
of just
What makes
like,
you find it? What's the most recent cool thing in the song that you can think of?
For example, I've been working on this liquid track for like 3 weeks now. It's the only thing I've been working on. And I've been busy with work, so it's like I'll hop on for like a couple hours maybe, and then I gotta go. But it sat as like a 16-bar loop for like 2 weeks. And it was basically, I just kept digging and digging and digging until finally like I found like a chord to go to that I was like, oh, that's what it needed. Like it just needed some kind of little direction to come back and swing back and forth for, because otherwise it was just like a pad and drums. And it was like, it's cool, but like nothing's really happening. Like I had a lead line that did a little melody, but it still didn't really like have like a story, like in just like a 16 bars. Like I think if you can make some interest in a 16 like bar loop that like when it loops, it like makes sense to come back, then I'm like, okay, sweet. Now I can lay this out and then I can go into like the massaging part. But I have to at least like find a journey, or I'm just going to keep digging and digging. I'm not really one to throw a track away until it's got some kind of legs. Like I'll usually follow even a shitty track all the way until I'm like, all right, now it's done-ish. And then like I'll play it on the decks a couple times, and then I'll be like, all right, this actually does suck. And I just won't ever, I won't
feeling.
ever open it again. Yeah, but it's also like, I've said this on the pod before, like if you play like a guitar or drums or anything like that, like you can sit in your room and practice for hours and get good. With writing electronic tunes, you have to write tunes to practice. Like that's the only way. Like you can't just like make a kick drum and be like, I practiced. Like no, you have to write songs because that's what we do. So you have to write a bunch of shitty songs. Like it's
So many shitty songs.
it's quantity.
So many.
yeah.
It's quantity over quality until it's quality. And like you just have to push through. And there's like no other way to get there. And I have a bunch of like skeletons that are like 80% done. And maybe if I put the extra 20%, they would like end up being like okay. But once I get to 80%, I can see like, okay, that's not really worth it, because that's just going to be a bunch of extra time that I don't need. When I have this other one that actually like it could be good. So.
And then you're probably not going to like release the song at the end of the day, but like maybe you have something for your set.
Right.
And then if it's at
Right.
80%, like that's good enough. Like
Right.
fucking one drop, get in, get
true.
out. Like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
you got some more ammo.
That, and if the crowd is like, "Oh my God, that's sick," you're like, "Oh, it is. All right,
oh,
okay.
is it?
I'll go back to work on it. I guess." Like,
It's always the ones you don't expect to.
always. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Oh man.
And it's the ones you love that everyone's like,
I know.
okay.
This hits you right in the heart.
I
It's such
hate
a bummer.
that.
It's
I hate
such a
that
bummer.
part. Yeah, it'll always be a song that I'm like, low key, I don't even want to play this one. I think it's cringe as fuck. And then
Yep.
Well, that's
people
how
are liking it. And you're
there's like that's
oh,
like Eric
no.
Prydz, like Call on Me. He just made that in like 40 minutes. He said or something, and then
Oh,
that
no
made him
shit.
that made him famous, and he didn't like it at all. In fact, he only
Shout out
played
Eric
it for the
Prydz.
first time in like 20 years last year.
Really?
He hated it that much. Yeah.
He's like
Wow.
I love this
Radiohead.
guy.
Yeah.
I fucking.
Yeah.
Why don't you come on the pod, Eric?
Good luck.
Right.
Honestly, that's a
Busy as
crazy
fuck.
move to like pop off from the song and didn't just be like, I'm not gonna play it in my sets. Like,
Yeah,
screw
well,
you, I don't like it.
He thought it didn't represent him, which I mean, to be fair, it doesn't. You know, it's still a good song, but it's not him.
Yeah, that's for sure a thing to think about when you're an artist too. You're like trying to put forth an image, and like you have some songs that you're like they're cool, but they don't really like they don't
Yeah.
match the
Yeah.
vibe that I'm trying to do.
Yeah, that's why I almost wish streaming platforms had some sort of solution where you could have like your A page and your B page, like your B sides shit, where you're like, I still kind of want to put this out, but it has nothing to do with my project. But like, I don't want to make a whole project because then you have to commit to making a whole new project. Or
Yeah,
you
and
could just
running
like,
a social media and
yeah. And I
And
mean,
that
like,
would imply that there was a big A project behind the B project.
yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just make a separate SoundCloud and dump them there.
Yeah, sure. I just not really care.
How much time does everybody have, though? You know?
That's fair.
Yeah.
It doesn't take very long to upload a song.
Yeah. But then
Yeah.
to manage all those pages.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
could
Yeah.
get out of hand
I don't think you
quickly.
really
Yeah.
need to manage it at that point, though. They're your
Well, yeah.
B-sides.
If they're B sides, like who cares? You check the notifications,
there it is.
maybe.
Whatever.
Yeah, turn off the notifications.
Right. Yeah.
Disable all comments.
Don't care.
not look.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Nobody listen to this.
Free dat. It's a
It
free
goes
download.
ballistic, that side project
I
part.
know,
Just
right?
goes, pfft.
Your
You're
side
like,
project
oh man, I
blows
didn't
up.
even name it a good name.
I guess the B sides are now
Right.
the A sides.
Yeah. Mine's 400 CTYA. I just use my Instagram
That's crazy.
as
Full
just
commit.
like a thing to throw things at.
Makes sense.
You know?
So Jacob asks, have you ever finished a song and not really liked it, but then years later you listen to it and you think it's great?
Nope.
Yes, musically, no production wise. I have some early stuff from like my first year that like I listen back, I'm like, oh, it's a cool vibe. Like the song is sick. Like I was really like into like the fucking universe there, but the production is not very good. And it's so far back that there's no way I can recover that project. So I can really just like show it to friends like, hey, check this thing out. But that's about it for me.
You got any of those?
Well, I mean, I haven't really been doing this for years and years,
Sure.
but for like thinking back to the first thing I made that I played at Mission Ballroom, I listened to it actually like a couple weeks ago. It was like this. Do you know that song Cyrene? It's from. Man, is it from like Stranger Things or I don't even remember. Anyway,
I think I know what you're
made
talking
a
about.
remix of it, and when I listened back to it, I'm like, it really served a purpose there, but like it's like I don't like to listen to it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like
Totally.
because like I feel like I've gotten the hang of like where I want the wet dry to be, and before then, I mean, I was just like kind of throwing things at a wall, seeing what like sounded good. Now I
Sure.
think there's a little bit more method to it, and I think that my ears have kind of become attuned to that too. So now
hell
I'm kind of
yeah.
like, but now I mean I can listen to a project that I started a couple months ago, and I'm like, this sounds like shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will
but
say
now I
that
can
doesn't go
recover
away.
it and fix it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean,
I think about that. Yeah. 2 months ago,
Yeah,
song
I've-
that I wrote, I definitely feel like it sounds like shit.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, it's
Like on a production level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like in the early years, like at least for me, I remember like the learning curve is so intense and you get like so good so quickly in those like first like 4 years or whatever. Like, yeah, even just like 3 months back, you're like, ooh, God, wait, like I'm
Right.
so much
Yeah.
better in 3 months. It's
Yeah.
But you can go. You can immediately go back and be like, oh, sick. I'm fucking.
Oh
like
yeah,
this
I know
good.
exactly what to do to this song.
But it is interesting what you said about like musically, because when you think back to a couple months ago and you're like, okay, yeah, this might like sound like shit from like a production standpoint, but also from like I was really inspired then. That brought me back to this very specific moment where I was feeling this, and I'm brought back to that moment. That's pretty powerful.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah. I try and like remind myself when I'm in the DAW, like, don't get too fucking technical while you're just writing the song. Just try and go with vibes. Like I just try and goose around with vibes, and like I'll even make like temp sounds that aren't going to be the main sound. Like I know I want to replace it, but I'm like, I just need to like write energy. That's all I'm trying to get out at first. Now I will say the caveat with that is I'll spend like a good couple days just making the drum sound good, just because I'm a stickler and I hate listening to bad drums. So I like make the drum sound real good, and then I bring in some pads and start fucking around.
Do you always approach it the same way? Like you always start with the drums and the pads?
Usually. Though recently I've been kind of doing back and forth where I'll start straight from just like a chord and just like try and figure out a vibe. And then once it's there, I'll like record it or whatever. And then I'll loop it, and then I'll make the drums, and then I'll go on. But most of the time, 8 times out of 10, I'll start with like drums that sound good.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like I approach it a little differently every time.
Sure.
I always start with the kick. I don't know why, because it seems like the most boring thing to start with.
I think that's the best place to start.
Yeah, but then after that, usually I'll find something like really weird, or I will have recorded something that I know I want to be in the song. Like for example, I was telling you guys my dog got hurt. I have a bunch of like his barks that I recorded, and before he got paralyzed. So, but I have like his cry when he wanted to play frisbee, and I was really mad like after he got hurt, and so I was like, I just don't even know like what to do with myself. Like this is a totally new emotion, and so I just kind of went into Ableton, and I was like, let's just see what happens.
Fun.
And he got paralyzed at his T13 level, so I called the track T13. And it's pretty aggressive, but it has his hiss in the background, like his cry kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like sped up, and so I just went from the kick straight to that, and then it just turned into like this like thunderstorm of like just kind of a dark, kind of fucked up track.
Oh damn!
But it's such a groove.
Yeah.
You know, but it was kind of a different way of thinking about it, because I never go straight to just like a sample, you know, like that. But I was like, I need to make sure this song is about Steve.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, the dog's name is Steve.
Yeah.
I love that.
Shout out Steve.
Shout out Steve.
Poor Steve.
I know. He's fine. He's happy now. But
That's good.
Yeah, starting from like a weird spot that you normally don't start in is good. Like I think it's good for producers to like every once in a while just like really just stretch and be like, I've never done this thing. I'm going to just start with this thing. Because it kind of does harken you back to your early days when you first started, when you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to start screwing around. Because like now I've been doing this for 11 years. So yeah, it's like methodical. I'm like, I must do this. This is how I write songs. And it's like, that's how you have written songs.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that's how you have to.
Totally.
Like the only part for me that I try and keep like really rigid is like what I want the end result to be. But other than that, I try and like just fuck around as much as possible, because that's where the fun is. You know?
And that's where the creativity comes in, like not being as rigid. And like sometimes, you know, there's a time and place for it, but like, I don't know, at the end of the day, we are artists, you know, just be creative, like create without boundaries here and there. It's really fun. It's refreshing.
I saw a video where a dude was making a pretty good argument for not starting with the drums, which basically just was like, especially if you're like using samples that have a rhythm in them, like a bass line or something like that, or maybe it's like a funk groove or something. Like as you find that kind of vibe of the tune, it kind of comes with a little bit of rhythm, and then you kind of lay your drums out to kind of go along with that instead of the vice versa, trying to find something that fits into the drums.
That makes sense.
Which, you know, I would put it in. I'd put my drums in, stick something in there, and then move my drums around, you know, probably. But, yeah.
Yeah. Something else I find that's really interesting is having somebody in the studio with you that doesn't know how to produce at all. And you're like, what do you want to hear? But do you like this, or do you like that?
Right.
And why?
Yeah.
And then just kind of going off of what they say, but like, it's more of what they're not saying that kind of like drives you. Like, it's, to me, that keeps me more interested than just when I'm sitting there by myself too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like a couple weeks ago, I pulled my fiance into the room and I was like, what vocal do you want on this track? I didn't even make the track yet. And she's like, Vandana Shiva, she's like this Indian farmer lady.
Oh, cool.
Sick. Hell
so
yeah.
I just found one on Instagram and then I, ripped the vocal from it. And
right.
And that's where we started with that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fun. That's super fun.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. I used to love showing my like non-music-y friends tracks that I had made recently because that exact reason. They're not approaching it like a producer mind. They're just a listener and they're like, the melody's weird or like the groove is just weird and they can't explain why, but you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, no, you're right. That shit is weird. Like I'm trying to do all this weird fucking spazzy shit with it. Like just chill, just do a groove.
I'm trying to min max like hard, and they're like, this is horrible.
Yeah, like, why is it so ADHD? And you're like,
Sorry.
fuck, you're right. Yeah, I've been listening to it for 40 hours. I just keep doing shit to it.
I've
Too
been
deep in it.
hyper focused on mixing for the last 6 months, and I don't know how to be creative anymore.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
like, how do I
exactly.
make it sound good? I need to.
Like, this sounds good, but I can't dance to it.
Right.
Well, what's the
Shit.
point? Yeah.
Yeah, like it is dance music.
Yeah.
Fuck, I fucked up.
I'm curious because it's nice to have like it's nice to think from early days for people out there that are kind of in their early days as well. What do you think is something that you like a hurdle that was kind of tough to get over kind of early
The
on?
software.
Oh,
Just learning the software.
Jesus Christ. It was, yeah. I mean, I couldn't even look at I still like open it and get a little bit of anxiety.
Yeah.
Because I don't know every button on there,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's thousands of knobs, and it
Yeah.
looks like Excel spreadsheet.
And then everybody's always talking about like what plugin do you use for this or that, and then you open Instagram and it's like you should buy this plugin. And at one point I was like, you know what, I'm not doing any of that, and I'm just gonna have to learn what I have right now.
Good.
And
Yeah.
then eventually you're like, oh, I'm a little bored of this, or I think that this could sound a little bit, and then you kind of pick and choose, right? But at first, it's just so overwhelming, and then just looking at this, like it looks like a rocket ship of just like. But the hardest, I think, the best part for me was like, I'm not gonna watch YouTube videos. I'm just like not gonna watch videos of how to do stuff. It doesn't hold my I can't learn how to fix a hole in my wall from YouTube. I'm not going to do it. Like someone's going to have to do it for me. And so what I started doing was just kind of like hanging out with my friends who did produce and just being a fly on the
That's
wall.
big.
And then I would pick up the lingo or like, oh, okay, they said this or that, or this is what that sounded like. And then eventually more sticks with you than you think. And then eventually you have like your own 2 feet to stand on.
Nice.
Then eventually I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this as often as I should between work and just like existing, and I've got all these excuses not to open this and do what I need to do as much as I want to. So eventually I had a friend, he's a friend of mine, his name's Aubrey Fry, and I've DJed with him a couple times out at ADE.
Shout out.
Shout out. And he was like, let me help you. Like, you have these ideas, and I can hear your sound through your music, like, that you play. Why aren't you making your own? And I basically told him, I was like, look, it's just so overwhelming. And he's like, I will help you. I will sit with you. We're going to have, like, a structured thing every week. And he's in the UK, so it actually worked out. Like, I woke up in the morning, 6 a.m., we're doing this for an hour, once a week, twice a week, whatever. And so he's getting the best of me before I get all messed, like, you know.
Beautiful.
My mood is all messed up from work or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And so after that, I mean, you kind of start getting the confidence because now it's just repetition. And then, you know, that really is what helped the most, is just, like, kind of outsourcing it to other people and, like, making it a more social thing for me, because that just made it more fun.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You know?
That's an amazing tip.
Yeah.
I mean, having producer friends is way more powerful than YouTube. You can learn a lot from YouTube, and I will say it's more helpful once you've kind of got a baseline of what's happening, because then you can kind of see through some bullshit, because you're like, you can look at a video and be like, oh no, this guy's just trying to sell me a course. This is not,
Right,
this is not a thing.
Yeah.
Next.
But yeah, having like producer friends is huge, because I didn't have any for my first like 2 years, and like the moment I got producer friends, like you can tell my like the quality is just like, huh? Like I went from making like 8-minute long songs that made no sense to like, oh, this is a nice, concise like dance song. Like, oh, it makes sense now. Like it's huge. It's huge. And I can't recommend it enough. Like, find producer friends. It's huge.
Yeah,
it's the best.
It's good to even just bounce some ideas off of, because that gets you over those like mini hurdles. Like my biggest hurdle is just opening it up. But, you know, even just when I get frustrated about a track, like, oh, does this sound good, or should it be this kick drum or that kick drum? You get one person's opinion that kind of like agrees with what you already thought. That's it. It's over. You know.
Yeah.
Just move on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Help reinforce you.
Yeah, I mean, if you can be in the same room with them, especially in those learning days, amazing.
It's a different language entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what's a lead? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is side chaining? I don't understand any of this.
This is when anybody is like, "Oh, what's your podcast about?" And you're like, "It's nerdy." Like, literally, you will have no idea what we're talking about the whole time.
Side chaining was another one. I was like, oh, there's like, I thought I was like getting over it, and then there was like side chaining. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna close this for another 6 months. I was like, what am I gonna do with that?
Yeah. Like, how is this shit useful? Like,
Pay a ghost producer or something. Like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Or like compression is always the classic like weird scary one for like early producers, because you don't like really hear it that much.
Until you do.
You know, until you do.
Yeah.
And then when you learn how to hear it, you like barely even like compress it as
But
it
then
is. So it's
also
like,
you don't know when to use it.
yeah, you don't know when.
Like,
that was always super hard for me in the beginning. I was like, when do I use the EQ to do so? When do I? Yeah.
I still don't really know.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just one of
me
those
neither.
things that you kind of just automatically do it as you go, and you hope that it's right in the end, you know?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's really like rare when I'm thinking like, oh, I need to use compression here. It's more just like, oh, the sound is a little too wily. Like it's just a little too dynamic. It goes from quiet to loud, like too much.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm going to compress it. Like, but like I'm not thinking about it really. It's just, it took
Second
me,
nature.
it took me years to figure out like, oh yeah, the wrench is for the nut. Like,
Yeah.
it just takes a while to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also equally just kind of throw random shit on and twist knobs and be like, is that better? Does that sound cooler? Like, I did that a bunch. Typically more for sound design, but like, it is nice to just, you know, throw something on that you wouldn't think would be the thing in the moment. And you're like, oh wait, that's cool. That's better. And I never would have like used my brain power to like
Right.
all the technical knowledge of
Come
like
up
this
with
should
that.
happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough too when you're like, you know, in your studio and you're like not using like a club level system. And you're like, I think this sounds fine. And then you get out somewhere and then you're like, oh, that sounds like shit. But
Isn't
I don't
that
remember what it
heartbreaking?
was that sounded so bad, but it sounded so muddy, you know?
Yeah.
And then you have to like guess it, like go back and try to guess what you have to do.
Yeah, it's a combination of the shape of your ears, which determines the way you hear sound, and then the reverberation of the room that you're in,
Yep.
building up into a fucked up thing that, even though it sounds good sitting in your room, it doesn't really sound that good everywhere else, because you're hearing things in a different way than you would hear it anywhere else if it was coming out of any other speaker and going into anybody else's ear.
Do you guys do your own mastering?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll do
that's
your
the one thing I
mastering.
won't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do your mastering. We'll do your
Or
mastering.
yours.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing. I'm like, this is my one chance for somebody else to like have their ears on this and probably a different sound system, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
And, and be able to like put this through a different lens that will like cut any of like the bad stuff out
Right.
of there.
Yeah.
Well, having
It's a good argument for it.
having some friends that you can just go listen to tunes in their studios too is huge. Just like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
hey, since I'm here, can I play a song in here? And then
Yeah.
just like listen to it and be like, oh, okay.
Especially if they have a kick-ass studio.
Right. It
Like,
helps.
we had this one buddy who had been producing for like 19 years when we first met him, and we were at like 4 years or whatever, and his studio was like treated, and he had the nice monitors and all this, and like understood shit, and it was always so much fun to bring our music over there because you could like actually hear it for like what it is, you know. And
There's so many different frequencies, like I just don't get to hear on my little
Yeah.
system, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's exactly why the car test is important, because like most people, me included, listen to most of our music in the car. So like you know what your car sounds like, and when it sounds good. Like when you hear a good song, you're like, yeah, I know what this sounds good live. Like I know, or I mean, loud. And so when you bring your song and you turn it up to that same level, you're like, oh, the kick is way too loud. Like, oh, sweet, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I can just go back. Like I know immediately.
That's true. A car will make it very obvious what's going on wrong. Although you have to be aware.
Right. But another thing to do with that is then take that song you just listened to before and pull that into your studio and see how it sounds in your studio. Because now you can start to like, you can calibrate with that one song the difference between your car and your studio, and you can kind of get an idea of how they translate across and stuff like that, which is huge.
That's advanced level stuff right there.
Yeah, but
Totally.
it's the physics of sound.
We should talk about what Irate's saying here.
Getting
up, Irate?
Discords.
Shout out Irate.
Discords is huge. Irate.
Shout out Diggy Codina.
What up, Diggy?
Yeah, he was saying that getting into Discords with where there are other producers is a really good way to find other producers and level up your shit, which is 100%.
Yeah.
Totally.
Find friends.
And there's so many of them.
And there's a lot that you can send your whips to, and people will like legit give you like, oh, like this is really good. I like this. This needs a little bit of work, and you're like, sweet, cool, thanks. And they'll do it for free. Just nice. Just a bunch of other friends. What does he say next? See, not gonna lie, I don't get the whole you need a full system argument. Like if you know a track sounds great on a big system, then just reference that mix constantly to see what changes you can make if you need to do any. I see what he means there. Like if you hear a good song on a system, you can then just bring that song into your studio and just reference it.
Yeah. Well, so number one song definitely is not going to do the trick because the balance that you have to deal with in any given song has everything to do with like what is the lowest frequency in the song that is like commonly happening, and then what is like your upper end feel like, and the mid range. But like especially whatever your kind of like fundamental of your like lowest bass note or kick drum is going to weight the balance of the rest of the frequency content compared to it, because it's the heaviest thing in the mix. So like if you're referencing, you have to pay attention to like what key it's in, and then also like there's gonna also be some sort of a
variation
spatial
in the elements as well.
Vibe. Yeah, the elements together going to, it's pretty hard. You should be like referencing like crazy. If you want to get good fast, referencing's really, really good.
Right.
To do.
No, that's good advice. Well, the thing is, I mean, for someone who's like new at this, like I am, like I haven't been able to reference all of my tracks out on like a good system yet. You know, like I'm lucky enough that like one of my tracks was played at like one of my favorite clubs. But does that mean that I get to like reference that track every time? Well, it's a kind of a different track than like it served its purpose at the time, but now there's like other things that I'm kind of interested in making right now that are totally different. So I don't know how to reference that entirely. But maybe one day when there's more of a repertoire of like, you know, or more of a catalog, then that will be more possible. But right now it's kind of like, well, I would probably doubt myself on referencing just the one, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I agree.
Which is valid. That is valid. Also, one of the things I loved early on is I would hop on Twitch a lot, and you can hop on like any time of the day, and there's gonna be like 1 to 10 channels that are doing like live music feedback, where you just like hop into their Discord, drop your track in, and then they like review it live, and you get all the range of like some random 17-year-old who only makes hip-hop in his basement who wants to give you feedback, and then some dude with like $1 million studio who's like, I'm bored. Feedback day, I guess? I'm on Twitch. Yeah. Right. And it's really fun. Like, I think that helped a lot. You have to be aware, though, because like you can get some bad feedback or just like biased feedback. Like if one person like only listens to hip hop and I send in my fucking experimental bass track, they're like, I don't know what this is, but it sounded cool, I guess. They're like, I don't know what to say. And you're like, okay, yeah. Or like this one girl I used to always send into, she like only liked like melodic stuff and like melodic house, and I would send in my fucking weird ass music, and she was like, it probably needs more melodies, because like that's her thing.
Yeah.
And like maybe it does, but like I don't think that would serve like the
Yeah.
purpose of what like this track is trying to be. So you have to kind of be aware, but it is nice. Like people just give their thoughts, you know, and that, I don't know. I loved doing that back in the day.
Right. It's pretty easy though to see like what is like personal and what is like actual technical stuff, because usually like people would be like, oh, I want more like this or that, and you're like, well, like how does it sound?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really concerned about your like opinions on it. Like,
If you're gonna download this,
right.
Yeah.
Like, does it seem like it needs work in like the low range or whatever? Like, are the hi-hats too loud? Like, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah.
And I mean, it kind of it's good to be in the chat, you know, and be like, I'm looking for this kind of
Yeah. Tell them
feedback.
specifically,
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
that
Also,
helps.
yeah, with the funny part about that is the best feedback is almost not even from the person giving you the live feedback.
Right, it's the chat.
It's from the chat, yeah. Because if you have a good song, chat will light up. And they will just be like,
yeah.
oh, blah, blah, blah. Like 20 people are just like, and you're like, oh, okay, this is it. And then if you have a bad song, you know, maybe you get one like, woo, or people just roast you. Like,
Right.
that doesn't happen as
Right.
often, but then you kind of know, you're like, okay, this did nothing.
Yeah.
Right, but if you get like a viral reaction from chat, that's usually a good sign that like musically and
doing
vibe wise,
something.
it's
Yeah.
it's you
Yeah.
got something good, and then it's like you take it to your producer friends, be like, hey, this seems to be like good. What can I do to make it cleaner, or whatever,
Yeah.
you know? Which is something that I used to do a lot
Oh, totally.
because I
Yeah,
know
I'd be
a couple
like,
guys.
Finster said my low end is bad, and John would be like, yeah, do this, and I'd be like, okay, cool, go do that.
And you do
Right.
it.
And
you're
then I
like,
would
"Fuck."
overdo it really bad.
Yeah.
Like every single time. I would be way too hyper focused on like whatever that thing was that they told me to do, and I'd just fuck it up.
yeah.
gotta find someone in the middle.
Yeah, that'll happen though.
It's a art. You know,
Yeah.
it's a craft. It takes a while to figure out.
And there's no peak. Like, that's the best part. Like, you never, like, really figure it out. It's always just, like...
It's a game you can't win.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
always win also.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like, it's like The Sims.
Yeah,
Right.
let's go.
Mr.
Shout out
Irate
Sims.
has another good thing here. He says, curate your group chats. I'm in a group chat with a bunch of close friends who I trust a lot musically with the sole purpose of track feedback rather than socializing. Yeah, so having
Yeah,
like a
that's
crew
cool.
where you can constantly be like, hey, I just made a new track. Like, what are your thoughts? Which is huge.
And, like, 5 of the 10 of them will always respond or
Right.
whatever, and you just get some thoughts. Yeah, that's a great move if you can set
And
that up.
plus, like, it's an easy way for people to be like, oh my God, this is sick. I'm going to play this. And you're like, okay,
There you go.
sure. Please do.
Yeah, we have like a very special situation being in Denver because there's just so many electronic music artists. So we can actually
God.
be regular friends with people
Yeah.
in real life. But like for most people, it's hard to find like a bunch of producer friends in any given town.
It's where the internet exists.
The internet's amazing for
Yeah.
that shit.
Really
yeah.
good for that.
Yeah. Good call. Irate.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, that's how I found you guys. I was
Yeah.
like producing alone for like a year and a half, 2 years or whatever, and I was like, I need to just find fucking people who do this.
Yeah.
And just literally went on Instagram, like the Denver music hashtag, and like hit up like 50 people, and only 2 people responded. One of them was Dave and our other homie John, and they knew each other. I also hit up this dude,
I did not
and
respond.
he left me on red. I was
sure
like,
did.
who is this nerd? Why is
I was
he
busy drumming, dude. I was in a band.
But yeah, it worked. I fucking found a little crew, and you guys were at like a similar level than me. You'd been producing like a little bit longer, but it was nice because I got to be like, oh, these guys know more than me. I get to like leech information off them and hang out and learn.
And then you
now
get to say, I told you so to him.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. To be fair, that's fair. Oh, he's from Ireland.
Ireland.
Oh, look at that. I found a whole 3 dubstep producers in this entire country. That looks so fucking hard. Well, come over to the U.S., bro.
Yeah, what's the scene like?
We'll
in
fucking throw you on.
Ireland?
I bet it's beautiful and green.
Yeah,
Very different than here.
Smells of beer. In a good way.
you're having a good time over there.
Dude, I'd love to go to Ireland.
Oh wow, he's been listening more than 4 years to you guys.
That's true.
That's awesome.
He has been in and out of chat for a long time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
There is no
Legend of the
scene.
chat. There is no scene.
Brother,
Capital.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, brother.
Do we have TikToks this week?
I do have some TikToks. Actually, I have some interesting TikToks.
Let's go. If we need
Yeah.
extra, we never played mine on the Womp episode. I think I just sent some random shit, but
How far are we into this? We're already 53 minutes into this?
Yeah.
damn, this one flew by.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, we've been vibing.
It's crazy
go.
how this works.
I know, right?
All right. Keep talking about something while I pull these up.
Right, exactly. This is the fall off on the YouTube graph.
Yeah. Every time.
And it sounded like it's over. I'm going to move on to my next video
It kind
about
of is.
Israel.
Yeah.
What's going on in the world right now?
What's going on in Iran today?
Oh my God.
This is not production related at all, but I've randomly been in this YouTube rabbit hole of girls who have like dowsing rods, and
What
they
the
like
heck is that?
so
Sounds weird.
It's-
Dowsing rods?
yeah, it's weird
like
like woo-woo
magic?
shit. Yeah, magic shit. I guess if you hold these
Oh,
rods,
yeah.
you can like channel entities and talk to them and ask them questions. And I've been
like a
I've been
Ouija
having
board?
yeah. I've been having so much fun. 'Cause there's this one girl who's like, "All right, today we're gonna try and talk to Poseidon, and we're gonna talk about the ocean." And then like chat just asks like random insane questions about the ocean, and she's like, "Poseidon is like," it's typically like yes or no, but then she's like, "I'm getting a little something of like."
Then there's multiple choice.
Yeah.
If it goes to just like halfway out, then we're.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a strong one.
It's been so much fun. It's been so much fucking fun.
So funny.
Where is this?
Just on YouTube.
Yeah?
I don't know how I got
Yeah,
here.
what's your algorithm like?
I've seen
Yeah.
them on TikTok for sure.
Yeah.
Just little clips of these. I get all the weird woo stuff.
Yes. It's
So
fun.
now
I
I'm going to
love
get it too.
I know.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome.
You're going to
It's a
get those
great
and you're going to
time.
lock in like me and be like, this is kind of fun.
2 hours later,
Yeah.
start a separate podcast. Spin-off.
Ooh.
We got the place for it.
We do have the place for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
check out these.
what we don't have is the time.
Yeah, that's true.
This
a little time.
This already takes up literally all the time.
I'm now.
Aside
You
from
and your
working and
tabs,
making
that's
music.
Insane. That gives me so much anxiety.
From like here down is just from like today and yesterday.
Are you a tab hoarder?
No.
Where you just stack tabs? Yeah.
No, I can't. No, I can't look at
No.
that.
I can't either. It's crazy.
How do you remember things? I'll
Me
forget
either.
everything
I don't.
if I don't
Yeah.
keep them up.
Yeah, I
Just
don't. I
choose
don't.
not to.
Same.
I'll remember
Simple-minded.
if it's important.
Yeah. Put it on a
Insane.
post-it note somewhere, and then I'll forget where.
I
put it.
have thousands of post-it notes. That's the problem. Like
Now you have digital post-it notes.
yeah. God, this screen is so bad.
Yeah, I need to be better at taking notes as
no.
well. And like keeping track of my things.
I have
I've
a
been
million
trying
texts
to
to myself.
figure out how to do that.
Yeah,
Spreadsheets.
spreadsheets.
I love spreadsheets. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing I can't like figure out
Yeah,
the
I
software
will
for.
not do
Don't-
that.
I won't look at a spreadsheet.
Yeah, that
use
makes
it-
me anxious.
Yeah.
I use it in a really like ignorant way, I'm sure. Like if somebody actually like understood like the Google Sheets, whatever, they'd probably be like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?" But I'm like, "Sweet, boxes that I can like type stuff into and it's kind of organized." I'm like, "Yes, that's all I need." Like
I don't do boxes. No, I need free form. I just need to type letters onto a free page. You know,
There you
you feel free
Yeah.
again.
How the
My latest
I
thing
don't like to be
is
constrained.
I take AI, I talk to it, I have it consolidate my
There you go.
ideas, and then now it's saved
There you
on
go.
the AI. If I need to look for it.
This is how robots are going to turn against us. They're going to know exactly what to use against you.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they could be turned off. So,
For now.
yeah, for now. Indeed. They could go to the bottom of the ocean and like hide.
Yeah.
They're going to be
Or
talking
into
to it on the
space.
what is it? The Dow?
The dowsing rods.
Yeah, they're going to be talking to the robots
Yeah.
soon.
Are you guys trying to take over? Yes or no?
Are you trying to? Yeah. Trying to think of a robot trying to God.
What's he trying to do right now? It's like some
Log
he
in.
apparently can't get
Log
into his
in.
fucking email. It's a professional podcast, guys.
locked out of the email.
We have our. Do you know about Claude AI?
Yeah.
One of our buddies is coding a synthesizer through it right now.
No way.
Yeah. Have
How
you
long
heard
does
of?
something like that take?
He's been going like 16 hours a day for like 4 months straight. He like hasn't even made any music. He's just been locked in his dungeon. He's like, guys, send me tunes for my set. I haven't made anything. He's like, I need shit.
Wow.
Yeah, he showed it all on like 2 episodes ago. Basically, the whole episode is him just being like, and this thing, and this thing, and this thing.
Yeah.
And it is very, very dope.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how does like is he like a coder or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He actually does have a coding background, which
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
helps.
But Claude is supposed to be pretty quick in making the code. So
Oh, yeah. I have another one that I'll tell you about after. It's a super secret, and it's sick as fuck.
you did it on Claude.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
It's related.
Yeah.
It's related to these sorts of ideas.
Let's go.
But it's going to be epic. We'll eventually tell you. It is music related.
That makes sense. Is it synthesizer?
Nope.
No. Okay. That was my one guess.
Do I even know about this?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I'll show you, actually, when we're done.
Cool. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, it's crazy though. He's literally he's at like the end stages of like version 1 of the synth like finally being done, and it's a really cool synth. Like it's all like node based. Have you ever used like Blender or anything
No.
like that? Okay. So like a node
You
based
just
system
changed
is
the
like
cameras.
you
I
get like
believe it.
a little square that's like, let's say your oscillator or whatever, and then you can like you get like a little string where you can like route it to an effect. And then like route that little box like up here or down here and like do like weird parallel stuff if you want. So it's a weird way to like kind of use a synth because as far as I know, there's not a synth like that exists, but it works your brain in a really, really interesting way. Like you like see the exact routing of like all your effects and everything you want just like visually instead of like in Serum where like, I mean, I guess it is like top down. It's pretty easy, but I don't know. It's a really cool approach.
What's he planning on doing with it? Is he gonna just keep it for himself or?
Originally he was going to. He was gonna just make it for himself and like his nerd homies.
Or
But
Yeah.
he's gonna try and do a big release and like promo it and try and push it, try and make some money back from it.
It could be like the next sick
You've seen it?
synthesizer.
It could
Yeah.
actually become
Yeah.
like it's fucking insane. Like there's nothing like it, honestly. He created the most insane thing.
Yeah.
Does he
Like-
live here in Denver? Mm-hmm. Cool. Mm-hmm. Drum and bass guy?
No, like experimental bass guy, like glitch hop, like
Cool.
tipper scene kid.
Okay.
Tipper scene kid.
Tipper scene kid.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Very
He's a
nerdy production shit.
brainiac of a person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
brainiac.
sounds like
And
it's
also
way above my head.
Pretends
Yeah,
like
he's
he's
all of our
not.
heads.
Yeah.
But he's also the biggest goober you will ever meet in your life. Like
Yeah, he is just a
he
goobs.
never
Goofy
flexes
goober.
his intelligence. He's just the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
just pure charisma.
Wonderful.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you actually talk to him about something, and you're like, "Oh, wait, are you a genius?" You're like, "What the fuck?"
Jebediah
There it is.
Shout out our
That's
benefactor.
him.
That's him. All right, what do we got, Kayla?
Is that
What do
him?
we got?
Yeah.
So this is exactly why I don't close out all my tabs every time. Because I did yesterday because I was like, I just want to have this one tab open, and I closed all my other tabs, and then I recovered them and exited out. And when you recover it, it signs you out of everything. And that's what's annoying because I have 6 emails I'm trying to always constantly monitor for everything we do here.
Yep.
And if I close out of them, then I gotta fucking remember all the passwords, and I gotta constantly change them every time it's like update your password.
I hate that shit so
Drives
much.
me nuts.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's get into some talks here. I got
Let's do it.
2 educational ones and
And a goober one?
a goober one.
You
Yeah.
switched
Yeah.
the audio up.
We're about to find out. Sure didn't.
Professional podcast.
Yeah, dude, this is a super professional show.
Don't be afraid to clear a dance floor to a point. Because that bar,
Nice.
the more money you make the bar, the more you're going to come back and play and the more you're going to get paid. Yeah, I'm not afraid to throw a song
That's
on.
hilarious.
Song or two that I know people are like, Okay, it's time to go get a drink. I'm gonna go outside and smoke now. That's not how the bar makes money if they're just all dancing the entire time.
That's crazy.
So build them up like a roller coaster, take them down, and slowly build them back up.
I thought this was going to be a hockey interview.
Don't be afraid.
Legit,
Honestly,
though.
I think he's
Legit,
onto
though.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that Option
funny.
4...
It's a different perspective, for sure.
He talked about when he was on here. He's like, it's good
Did
to
he
have
talk
like
about that?
some low moments for people to go back to the bar and be able to grab a drink. Because they're going to want to come back the moment you drop the next song. Because if you have a banger, you got
to go backwards to go forward. Too.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you can't just stay here the whole time.
Damn.
You got to have a little bit of some kind of climb.
That actually, yeah.
It's just a funny way to put it. Is
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Like, it's not like he's wrong, but also, like, I would think of it more like, let me play a low-level song so that I can go back up eventually.
Right.
But I don't want you to leave for this low song because it's a pretty dope song.
But also, like, they're not leaving.
Right,
They're
sure.
still there. They're
Just
listening.
at the bar.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
at the bar.
I mean, the dance floor has to breathe eventually. You can't
Yeah.
just like ram things down their throat
Right,
the whole time.
right.
Yeah. I'm bad about that.
Well, especially if you're
That's
not
a funny
the
way
head.
to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you're not like the headliner, it's
Yeah.
good to like have a little bit of a lower ceiling so that whoever the headliner is, he gets all that extra room to feel good. Mm-hmm.
The respectful DJ approach.
Right. Just trying to do your job.
He said a respectable thing in kind of a weird,
A weird
I know,
way.
yeah.
not respectful way.
Yeah.
I'm okay to
In
clear
the-
the dance floor every once in a while.
The hockey
Total
bro way.
guy. Yeah, total bro vibes on that one.
I'll destroy the dance floor
Perspective.
sometimes. Just get everyone to leave.
I love it.
Look at these stacks
Oh
of
my
speakers, dude.
god, it just keeps going.
Wow. It's like Inception.
Right. Look at that thing.
Are there 3 of them?
There's 4.
Is this real?
Yes.
4? Those are mountains.
Where is this?
Where is
No
this?
idea.
I love that
Let's go.
Is
Looks
the DJ
dangerous.
just behind the speakers hidden or something?
I hope so.
So you get a 360? That's crazy.
It's so cool. How expensive is that? Like,
What's the first
Wow.
song you're dropping?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Right, yeah.
that's a good question.
Wow.
Big John.
Big John.
Big John. You just drop like Bon Iver or something.
I'm gonna drop Dragon Force.
Dragon Force.
My Little Pony.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Powerpuff
The national anthem.
Girls theme. Ooh, let's go.
But the Canadian
Yeah,
national
it's
anthem.
a different
sung
country,
by Garth Brooks. Yeah.
Hey, shout out Garth Brooks.
That's crazy.
Probably
I
the
love
national
that.
anthem probably was the first song dropped on that. It's probably
Yeah.
They had to christen it.
yeah.
Just a trumpet playing the national anthem.
But then you just add in a giant sub for no reason.
Trap remix.
The whole thing just falls and breaks apart.
It's already on its way.
Yeah, exactly. Just can't even handle it. All right, this one is a little cerebral in a metaphysical fun way.
Ooh, dowsing
Feeling
rods?
pretty eclectic already.
It's if you don't know who this guy is, he's like a legendary hip hop producer.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
he's produced
Rick Rubin's brother?
shitloads of
Like
fucking
Dumbledore.
tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You can tell he knows what he's talking about because he looks ridiculous.
Can you turn the volume back up a little bit?
Yeah.
How to make a banger. You're at a certain vibrational level. Vibration's right there. You want to get up here, which is making bangers, getting opportunities. You have to walk these steps. These are the steps of quantity.
The heck?
It's quantity over quality, and then quantity and quality. For some reason, artists think they can just think about it and strategize before jumping in. But that's the same as an athlete thinking, I can just think about playing ball, and then I'll get good, which is completely false, by the way. So you have to actually
By the
go
way.
and do it if you want to get good.
Do it.
So no different with being an artist in today's day and age. Just imagine if like Kanye, Pharrell, Sade.
Shot.
Shout out Sade, dude.
Sade drop?
With the technologies that we have
This is
right now,
quite the lineup.
what would they do?
Yeah, I want to go to that show.
The main thing with all those is you need quantity, and you need to get in the vortex. You need to get in that vibrational space where you're bringing in energy. Then people will start seeing you, because everyone's just a reflection of you. And then to stay there, you have to just keep doing the same thing. You have to keep going in the quantity, and you keep reaching other levels. But if you stop, artists fall off because they stop, or they don't know how they got there, and then they're back here. But to get back there, it's a pretty easy map. It's just the stairs of quantity. It's very simple. Quantity leads to quality, and you can't get to quality without doing quantity. It's just now you're doing it in a very public space. But I mean, who cares? That's what you got to get over. Every single fear that you have in your head, I want you to write those down on a piece of paper. And I want you to deliberately evoke those. Oh, what if someone comments? What if my relative comments? What if my friend from high school comments? What if they talk about me? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
It's hard to take this guy seriously, but
I
he has a
know.
point.
I want you
I
to
know.
go and deliberately do videos that are gutter to bring out that fear. Make a hater come to you. Because the quicker you get over with it, and you go through those feelings, the quicker you're going to move forward. So, if you want help getting into the vortex and really mastering how to make a banger, send me a DM. Have a great
Send me a DM.
Slightly uncomfortable
What does that
watching
say?
that.
Yeah, a little
Join
bit.
the RSA 100X challenge. Build your fan base.
I might adopt calling it the Vortex, though. I do like
Yeah.
that.
No,
That's pretty
You
fun.
do want to get into the board.
I mean, everything he said is true.
Yeah.
It's just said by a wild man in a really fun way.
I wish it was just like a voiceover, you know?
Yeah,
That would have
sure,
been
sure.
an easier watch.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed every bit of it.
it was great.
It's just the hairline is getting me.
It's what hairline?
It is kind of like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can't see it.
I mean, I obviously feel like if it's going, just
shave it.
Just
Yeah.
be done.
Yeah.
Just be
Yeah.
done.
Call
Like
it.
why?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think this is what he's talking about. He doesn't care.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
fuck the
That's-
haters.
So anyway,
Yeah.
It's a part of
I
his
think it
thing.
just all came full circle.
He's out there killing it.
Right.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think it's 100. It's so true.
Make 400 more.
Yep. Make 400 more. We
Hairline is
talk
in the
about it all the time.
His hairline is in the Vortex.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's vortexing hard, dude.
That's where that hair went.
Oh my god.
He was taking in all that energy through the top.
Yeah. That's how he channels it.
Yo,
You gotta get the hair out of the way.
spot.
You get it cleaner.
Yeah.
Irate, you've never been to a show, dude? Bro, we got to get you to a show. You're not that far from England. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
God damn it.
I mean, how much is the ferry? Is there a ferry that goes from Ireland to England? That's a pretty big gap there. The strait, whatever that strait is there between Wales and Ireland. Anyways, you should go to a show, dude. Like $40, but I got uni. Well, fucking
Make it happen.
Take a day off. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Uni had a half day.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Find a bunch of other homies that are into the shit you make and
Yeah.
that you like.
You can miss a
and-
day.
Yeah, and go out with them. It'll be good.
It will be worth it.
It's good for your soul.
It's good for your hairline.
Yeah. Do you see what happens when you don't go out and you just make bangers all the time?
Talk
You
about
get
the
rich,
vortex.
but you get no hairline. NotMeghan, thank you so much for coming on
Thanks
the
for
show
having me.
today.
Thank
yeah,
you for
this has
coming.
been
This
great.
was fun. This was fun.
This was super good.
Yeah, that was a very great time.
Yeah, I'm
Good
sure
chats.
you got to get out of here. It's 8:43 right now. 8:49.
Everybody
boy.
send your love to Steve the dog.
Yes.
Yeah, he needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go hop in not Megan's comments and give love to Steve.
Yeah.
Folks, go follow her, go follow us, and we'll see you guys next week. On the old TPL.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
We
This
love
was
you so
good.
much.
Thanks for showing up, chat.
Dial Lang.